In this video, we're going to look at saving locally and the save history in Figma. So jumping back into our file, and this is the file that we used before. So you can go to the main menu, go to File, Save Local Copy, and as you can see, it's just downloaded that. And obviously it's untitled because that's what the name of this file is. And then you can structure the files as you want on your computer, which is okay if you need to, I don't know, maybe share files with different people. But Figma has a really powerful feature which saves automatically online. So if we go back to File and to show the version history, Figma automatically saves every time that you're making changes. So you can see we've got the current version here, and you've got all the other versions and the dates and the times associated with when we've made changes to the file. So I will quickly close this. If I make a change to the file, so let's just add a rectangle. If we go to File and Show Version History, what I'm going to do is I'm going to manually save this. So if I click onto Add to Version History, so what you can do is you can manually tag changes. So in this case, I've already pre-written something, so added a shape. You can give it a description, and if I click on Save, there we go. 1 minute ago, it just puts my notes up here, added a shape. And now if I go back to the old auto-saved versions, so you can right click on them, you can edit the version info, which is the information we've just written. You can restore this version, duplicate it, delete the version information, or copy a link. So if I go to click on this version, so I've left clicked, and if I click on an older version, I'll left click again, and as you can see the shape's disappeared because it's an older version. And if you click on the dots, we can either restore this version, duplicate it, or copy a link. So if you've made a mistake in a file and you want to go back and kind of revert some changes, you can go through this list. And that's why I guess giving meaningful headings here, because Figma will auto save, as you can see below, but it's not really giving me any meaningful information about what's changed in the file. So if you're doing major changes, it's probably a good idea to come in here, click on the plus, and get the pop-up screen, and then add some context as to what you've changed in the file. And then that way, if you need to make any changes or you need to revert any changes, so I guess if you were sharing some information with a client or with a colleague and they didn't like maybe a version that you did, or they liked an older version but you deleted it by accident, you could go back in here, click maybe to here, say this was the version that you wanted, and if I restore this version, Figma brings me back to that version, that date, that time. So yeah, there is a 30-day version history, and this really helps to make sure if you do make any mistakes, you can go back and find the right design or the right information in the history. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next video.